And a great partner with Get Healthy here. And the company has been around for almost 20 years. They started in 2006. And today we're going to hear from John Neustadt, who is the founder and president and started the company in 2006. So John has a very impressive background. He has written over 100 published research reviews. He's also written 4 books. He is listed in the top 10 cited authors in the world. So he has some good credentials behind all of the work that he's written. He's also on the Corporate Advisory Roundtable for Bone Health and Osteoporosis Foundation, and he is the Vice President and Treasurer of the California Naturopathic Doctor Association. And there's a few more great things about John, but today we're just going to hear about NBI, the company that he started, and he's going to highlight some of the products specifically, and then just talk about some of the other ones kind of as a whole. But John here started this company, like I said, and there are about just over a dozen products that we have on the platform. You can see them all here. And they're awesome. So John, thanks for being a brand partner with Get Healthy, and I'm going to let you dive right into your discussion today.
Thank you for the introduction. And I'm excited to talk about my company because it has been a passion of mine to build this and provide these solutions for, as you mentioned, almost 2 decades now, which is incredible when I think about it, how fast that has gone. And from the very beginning, with my approach to formulations, with my approach to creating these products, it was all about solving problems. When I was in my medical practice, working with my patients, I needed formulations that contain the dose or combination of nutrients shown in clinical trials to work, but they didn't exist. So I started NBI to create those solutions, and it's grown from there. And in the process, because I love research, I love writing, for me, I know I truly understand a topic and a subject if I can communicate it succinctly through writing. Before going to medical school, I went to Bastyr University for naturopathic medicine. I was a journalist, and then I was a technical and marketing writer for software companies up in the Seattle area. So I come into this with an approach of not just understanding the science and how we can help promote somebody's health by pushing the biochemical pathways in the direction of healthier physiology to boost how somebody feels, but also to use that science to communicate it to help people understand what they can do for themselves. That's why I've written so many articles. I've written 4 books, and I am one of the editors of the 2nd edition of the textbook, Laboratory Evaluations for Integrative and Functional Medicine. Since 2006, when I started the company NBI, we've never wavered from that commitment of creating products that give results. And I guarantee it. The company guarantees it. So quality with any product and any formulation starts with research. We maintain a database over 10,000 articles, which is constantly growing. And all of the formulations that we've created are based on clinical trials and basic research. There's a list of some of the medical journals where my medical articles have been published, and I lecture widely at conferences around the country as well, giving continuing education lectures to doctors to help them understand how they can do better for their patients as well. And as was mentioned in the introduction, I was recognized by Elsevier, one of the world's largest medical publishers, as a top 10 cited author in the world for my work, a distinction that I'm quite proud of to get that recognition, because it just shows that I'm able to reach and am helping more people. Here's my most recent book on bone health and osteoporosis. Fracture Proof Your Bones, a comprehensive guide to osteoporosis. In this book, I walk patients and clinicians through the process of understanding the right questions to ask with this condition, but also how to create a holistic plan, because the most dangerous thing with bone health is getting weaker bones and breaking a bone. So that book, I'm proud to say, was a Amazon #1 bestseller for being a new release, is also going out and helping people ask better questions of their doctor, get the help they need in a condition that is very difficult and dangerous and scary for people to have. The quality also comes through in our manufacturing. So we start with the quality premium raw materials. And within our manufacturing facility that we use, we have third-party certifications. We're inspected not only by the FDA, but also by independent third parties for GMP certification and other certifications that we maintain. All of our manufacturing runs before we release any product to the market for sale is tested. It's tested beyond what the FDA requires for release. We're testing for microbial contaminants, toxic metal contaminants. We're testing for purity, and that happens before we will release any product to the market. And here are those guarantees that I'm talking about on some of our products. The research is so strong on these products. The history of using these, some of them are some of our earliest products, the Osteo-K Minis, have been around since 2007. I know how they perform, but it's not just my opinion. Clinicians all over the country are using it. We've shipped products to help people in more than 15 countries now. And the research shows, the independent research on the ingredients, on the dose of the ingredients, the combinations of the ingredients show that they work. So let's talk first about Osteo-K and Osteo-K Minis for bone support. They have the clinical trial dose of MK4, 45 milligrams per day, plus calcium and vitamin D, shown to maintain strong bones, support healthy bone density and bone matrix, healthy bone marrow, and other benefits as well to those nutrients. But most importantly, they maintain strong bones and promote healthy bone density. We guarantee it. If people do not see their bone density stabilize or improve within 6 months of taking the product, or more importantly, we guarantee that it'll maintain strong bones as indicated in the clinical trials. MK4, 45 milligrams per day, has been shown to maintain strong bones as indicated by more than 70% fewer fractures in clinical trial volunteers. That's why, one of the reasons why I am so comfortable and confident with this guarantee, and I'm confident that your customers and you will love it as well. So if somebody breaks a bone, we will refund their money for all qualifying purchases. Ferrosolve. One of the challenges with iron and iron products on the market is that they create gastrointestinal distress, gas, cramping, bloating, nausea. And I had so many patients coming to me complaining of those things. So I created Ferrosolve to solve that problem. It is the highest dose ferrous bisglycinate product on the market with 45 milligrams per day of iron as ferrous bisglycinate, one of the most absorbable forms of iron that doesn't cause any of those GI complications. But in addition to being tolerated well, it gives results. One of the most sensitive indicator for healthy iron levels is a serum ferritin test. There are blogs on the NBI website about this and many other topics that people can go to learn more. But we guarantee that taking Ferrosolve will promote healthy ferritin levels on this blood test. So if people don't see their ferritin going up, we will refund their money for all qualifying purchases. Similarly with Brain Blend, this combination of nutrients gives results to promote healthy memory, mood, recall, mental focus, learning. Specifically, all the nutrients in Brain Blend cross the blood-brain barrier to nourish and feed those important biochemical pathways in the central nervous system. It is the highest dose combination of acetyl L-carnitine, alpha lipoic acid, huperzine A, and turmeric standardized root extract on the market. Guaranteed to give results. Natopine. Circulation, helping your body pump the blood through the miles of arteries and veins to deliver nutrients to tissues throughout your body. Natopine helps promote healthy circulation. And one of the ways that it does that is it helps break down a lab marker called fibrinogen. Fibrinogen is involved in blood clotting. So if somebody has elevated fibrinogen, it can increase their risk for blood clots. Natopine helps promote healthy fibrinogen levels. Therefore, it will help maintain fibrinogen levels in the normal range. Again, guaranteed. But additionally, the clinical trials on the nutrients in natopine show that it not only helps promote healthy circulation, but can help promote healthy blood clotting and healthy blood pressure as well. Best catch omegas. One of the biggest complaints I hear about fish oil supplements is the burpiness, the regurg. And one of the complaints that I have, besides that fishy taste, which I don't like either, is that most of the products out there are not using the dose of omega-3s, the EPA and DHA used in clinical trials, and they're not using the form of the raw material shown to be the most absorbable. So I have solved that problem. Myself and my team here at NBI, we have solved that problem by creating a product that has only the triglyceride form of EPA and DHA in it. That is one of the most absorbable forms of EPA and DHA in an enteric coated soft gel that does not open up until it gets to the small intestines. And that's why you don't get the regurg. You don't get that burping back up and that fishy taste. In addition, we've washed the soft gel with a nice natural lemon scent. And in the soft gel, as well as having extra virgin olive oil, we put a little extra rosemary extract and vitamin E in there as antioxidants to protect the freshness of the product. One of the ways you can tell if somebody has healthy omega-3 levels is through the omega-3 index test, if people are interested in taking that test. So we guarantee that the Best Catch Omegas product will improve that number on the test, or we'll refund the money for all qualifying purchases. Here are other products that I've created and formulated. Collagen to provide 10 grams of type 1 and 3 collagen per serving for bone, immune, skin, hair, and nail health. Belly Rescue, a potent 25 billion colony forming units per capsule, or 25 strains, or from 15 strains, 15 strains of different bacteria. Common Clear, an adrenal support supplement, but it has a biphasic action. Within the first 30 minutes, if somebody is feeling stress, it helps to calm and rebalance the nervous system so they feel calmer and can even think clearer. And then longer lasting benefits to nourish the adrenal glands for adrenal support. Joint relief, as the name implies, to help support joint health, healthy range of motion, healthy mobility, healthy inflammation balance. Sleep relief there on the bottom left. It is the only biphasic time release sleep support supplement on the market. Phase 1 is released within about the first 30 minutes, releasing the nutrients to help somebody fall asleep. Phase 2 nutrients then are released over about the next 4 hours to help people stay asleep. But then when they wake up in the morning, the nutrients have worn off. And so they feel rested and fully awake and ready for their day instead of getting that groggy and kind of hungover feeling that so many other products create. Supreme Multivitamin. I created this for my patients when I couldn't find the quality of a multivitamin and some mineral supplement that I needed for them. It has high dose combinations of the B complex vitamins, only the most active methylated forms of B12 and folic acid, and only amino acid chelated minerals, the types of minerals that are the most absorbable, plus additional plant antioxidants for inflammation support. a vitamin D3 product, 5,000 IUs per serving in a soft gel, and a vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams with extra plant antioxidants added into them. That's the line of NBI products, and we're thrilled to be on the Get Healthy platform. Thank you for allowing me to introduce this to you and my products and my passion.
Thanks, John. That was a lot of good information about the products individually. And I just would like to highlight a few since we have a little bit of time to go over that. Before I get into any specific products, I just wanted to also highlight that you mentioned, kind of like a money back guarantee. If someone falls and breaks a hip as they're taking products for or the Osteo-K, or if they get sick taking the Ferrosolve, you guarantee that. So it's really nice to see the quality and the assurance that you guys provide with your products. So that guarantee really says a lot about your products, that they work and you can trust that they'll work for just about everybody.
The quality of the research is that strong. And really the bottom line is, would I create something that I would give to my own family members, that I would give to my own patients? That's the primary question with which I approach all of this. And what would I want if I were on the other side of the fence? And I am a consumer. We are all taking supplements at one point or another. We're all trying to improve our health at one point and another. And for me, taking these supplements, which I do, I take my own line of supplements. I give it to my family members. I obviously recommend it to doctors for their patients and lecture about this at medical conferences. The quality of the research is so strong that we are confident with the guarantees.
Yeah. Well, when you're creating products that give these results and you can guarantee that, that's amazing.
And just to be clear, because this is a little bit of a nuanced approach, but you said with Ferrosol, if somebody gets sick, the guarantee is about improving ferritin levels, which is the iron status. People can get sick for many different reasons. And with Osteo-K, it's about promoting healthy bone density and maintaining strong bones. So the goals for the different products are well defined by the products, what they do, and that's what we're guaranteeing. That's what we're doing in terms of promoting people's health.
Yeah, exactly. Guaranteeing results. So I have a question. What is, what are, if you have a couple, your top sellers?
Osteo-K and Osteo-K minis are our two largest sellers. Ferrosolve is in the top 4 as well. Sleep Relief is one of the top 4. Supreme Multivitamin, Natopine, Best Catch Omegas, and Brain Blend would all be our sort of top products. And collagen is right up there too. It's really shot up. It's a relatively newer product. So it hasn't had as much time on the market as some of the other ones, but that one has proven to be quite popular as well, and is now one of our better sellers also.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know a few years ago, collagen was one of the top searched products on Amazon and just on the internet. People looking for collagen because not only is it good for you on the inside, it has the benefits to the skin, and who's not trying to look better and younger these days. So collagen is really important for many reasons. So
and again, the foundation of this company is research. And so what does the research show in the collagen that we chose? Why did I choose this type of raw material? Well, it's because the clinical trials show that it helps reduce the visible lines and wrinkles. It improves skin hydration. It can reduce, collagen peptides can reduce a blood marker called CTX that's associated with the breakdown of bone and weaker bones. We want to create stronger bones. Collagen is also important for joint health. So, and the number of responses we've gotten, the feedback we've gotten on the product in terms of people, even starting within a week of taking it, they look in the mirror and they already see benefits to their skin. They're already seeing it working and loving it.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I know it's funny as you were just introducing yourself a little bit further, touching on some more key points about yourself. You mentioned you went to Bastyr College, which is an amazing school for naturopathic doctors. And you said you're just a person who loves reading and writing. You were a journalist. So I'm sure some of this comes easy to you to just be able to sit down and read some of this research and then project it out. Like you said, communicate it to others. Understanding the science and communicating it to others to get them to understand the benefits and the results that they'll get with these products. So that's helpful because someone like me, I'm not super into research, and comprehension has never been a strong suit of mine. But when you see the key points, like all of the points that you had on your slides here, speaking to individual products, that is really helpful as a consumer, which I am, of products like these, to just be able to understand simply what's the product going to do. And then, of course, highlighting, your third-party testing and all of just the quality that you highlight here. So those points on your slides make it really easy for consumers to know, without digging into all the research and published reviews and things like that, that they can trust a brand like this. So things like that are important as well.
I'm glad that that came through because it is true. We've done the legwork, we've done the research, so consumers can rest assured that they're getting the quality that they deserve, and they're also getting their money's worth.
Yeah. So I just want to highlight a few more products, and I know these aren't in your the top four that you mentioned, but the Calm and Clear, you said it works within 30 minutes. So this is something that if someone approaches a stressful situation or something offsets them where they suddenly become stressed, maybe they're preparing for something at work or with their children or their family. Can you tell me a little bit more about kind of how that works?
Sure, absolutely. So Calm and Clear, I designed it similar to Sleep Relief, where people can take it as needed. And because some people are more sensitive to nutrients and some people are less sensitive to nutrients, I created in such a way that people can dose what they need. So with Calm and Clear, they can take one or two capsules at a time. And if what happens is it's got nutrients in there like GABA, glycine, L-theanine that will calm and rebalance the nervous system quickly so that people can feel more focused, so they can feel calmer, so they can feel more present and able to handle anything coming their way. And then it also has nutrients to nourish the adrenal glands like jujube extract and ashwagandha and other nutrients that will give longer term benefits for helping to manage cortisol. And Calm and Clear then can be taken every day if somebody wants, or just in those situations where, like you mentioned, they understand a stressful situation is happening or going to happen, and they can anticipate that. And similarly, like I mentioned with Sleep Relief before, that is, it was formulated in a way that people can create and take just what they need. You can take one or two tablets, depending on what your need is for that night or how sensitive you are to nutrients. For example, I take two tablets of Sleep Relief every night. I think most people do, but I also know people who take one tablet and that's all they need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and having something like that is really important. I sleep fairly well now, but there was a period of time where, I just was traveling a little bit more, going to shows a lot, trade shows, and uh,
Yeah.
sometimes when you're not going to sleep well, all things considered, if you have a presentation the next day, or you're just going to have a busy day, or you are maybe at a hotel, it's really important to pack that in your bag and have that so you can set yourself up for success. If you have an event going on or somewhere where you need to be well rested and prepared for the day. So I'm kind of guessing you touched on the ingredients in Calm and Clear. I'm guessing they're kind of like sister products with some overlapping ingredients.
There is some overlapping ingredients. There's some GABA and some glycine, some magnesium, and there is overlapping, but there's some differences as well. And they are complementary in a way, meaning that for me, I had horrible insomnia for years. I tried all sorts of different stuff. Things might have worked for a little while and then they stopped or they didn't work at all. And at that point, something for sleep, a sleep product, a sleep formula was the most requested new product by NBI's customers. So I dove into the research. I researched for 6 and 8 months about the neurochemistry, the biochemistry, the physiology of sleep, and created sleep relief. And so when people take it and they experience those results, they love it. But there are sometimes, even when sleep relief, if it's an extra stressful event, as we all have every once in a while, your sleep pattern can get thrown off in a way that what may have been working for you, like sleep relief, you even need a little extra beyond that. And that happens to me sometimes when I travel, or if recently I had to stay up late. I was up till 1:32 in the morning, working on some stuff. And that threw off my sleep cycle, which is similar to when you travel and go to another time zone. And so when I do that to reset my sleep cycle, I'll take my 2 sleep relief and then I'll take 1 common clear on top of that for a couple nights. And because these aren't drugs, they're not medications, they are dietary supplements. And as such, right, they're not approved by the FDA to diagnose, treat, prevent, or cure any disease. They're also not addictive, right? So people can take them as needed and play with the doses that work with them. But some of these products work fantastic. They all work amazing as standalone products, but then there are complementary or sister products within the line that are great combinations. So collagen, for example, is an amazing in combination with the Osteo-K or Osteo-K minis because it helps promote bone health through different pathways than the Osteo-K and Osteo-K mini ingredients. So that combination of collagen and Osteo-K and Osteo-K minis is a great combination for overall foundational support for bones. Although the guarantee with Osteo-K and Osteo-K minis, you don't have to have collagen for that guarantee. But if you want some additional support, the collagen is fantastic for that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or someone who's maybe recovering from a broken bone and just getting started on these protocols and this pathway. But like you said, just for maintenance, the additional products aren't required, but it's nice to have those extra things for those times where, we've kind of dug ourselves into a hole and we need just a little bit more support. So products like that are great. I
Yeah, or
mean,
some additional vitamin C to help support your immune system heading into to winter, or some additional vitamin D to get those vitamin D levels up to support your immune system as well, because we know in the wintertime vitamin D levels tend to go down. And similarly for that support with Brain Blend, the nutrients in Brain Blend, not just if somebody, as you mentioned, digs themselves into a hole, which we all do at some point or another, but nutrients in Brain Blend have been studied in not just adults as they age, and shown to promote and support healthy cognition, healthy memory associated with aging, but also in younger people as well. And the nutrients in Brain Blend that feed those biochemical pathways not only to support healthy memory, they also support healthy energy production. And so that's why promoting healthy energy levels is also one of the benefits of Brain Blend, and why athletes are taking it, as well as students, as well as people as they get older and just want that extra support, because it helps their focus and their athletic performance improve and do better. That, in combination with joint relief that can help rebalance inflammation and help with recovery from exercise, is a fantastic combination for athletes, or really anybody who wants those combination of support. Even as people age, they may have some aches and pains in their joints, and joint relief can help promote healthy joint function and flexibility and mobility and comfort, while the brain blend then can provide that energy support, that memory, focus, recall, learning support that so many people want to have.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at all of the energy drinks and things like that out on the market that people are consuming so desperately, just in need of a boost, when coffee's not working anymore and they just are burning the candle at both ends, as they say. They've just got that adrenal fatigue. A product like this can be really important. And when people understand that it's, the cellular level that they need that energy boost at, it's not going to come from caffeine or sugary drinks. It's going to come at the cellular level with a product like this that can be totally life changing. So you have an
And
amazing line here, John.
thank you. And in fact, the Brain Blend does not have any caffeine. None of my formulations have any caffeine or sugar. NBI stands for Nutritional Biochemistry Incorporated, because I love biochemistry. And so what these products are doing, what these nutrients, what these formulations are doing, is they're feeding those biochemical pathways the dose and combination of nutrients shown in clinical trials and basic research to work, so people can feel better, live better, and experience life at a higher level.
Yeah, like I said, that's life changing. But John, this is an incredible product line. So glad that we have these 14 products all available on the Get Healthy platform. So glad that you guys partnered with us as a brand partner. And we look forward to just seeing this brand help all of the patients that come through Get Healthy, and just seeing the practitioners adapt this brand as they learn more about it, because information like this is really powerful and it's been so helpful. So, John, thank you again.
Thank you.